So my involvement in the counterterrorism started in 2007 when Professor Amos was hired on here. And what Professor Giora aimed to do was use his experience in the Israeli Defense Force to create a more robust, experiential learning environment for students in his counterterrorism course, to teach them not only the theory behind counterterrorism, but also give the opportunity for students to practice the skills related. If you think about it, when you are in a theory-based class, you can learn a lot about what it means and what it is and sort of the history behind it, but do you actually really get to practice some of these skills that are very important in how you interpret the theory and how you implement the theory, which is an experiential learning environment? So we taught the simulation in the 8-hour way for a few years, and as any good educational program or anything really, you want to stop every now and again and reassess what's the efficacy of this program. How can we change it? How can we upgrade it? How can we make it a more valuable learning experience for students? And one of the things that we found is that the way that the original counterterrorism class was taught was it was mostly lecture, and then at the very end of the semester they were tested with the simulation. So you can see the disconnect there in the fact that they're learning and talking about theory, but they're tested on the practical application of these things. So we found this as a really great opportunity to improve the simulation. So what we did, since the test was skill-based, is we wanted to give students practice doing the discrete skills that we identified as being important for the main simulation. And we broke it down, at least originally, into 4 skills. Leadership and decision-making, which is 1. We had teamwork or group problem solving, information management, and then advocacy and articulation. And all 4 of these skills were employed heavily in the main simulation.
In addition to the students enrolled in the Global Perspectives on Counterterrorism course, the faculty last year approved a new course called Simulation Design. There are 7 students enrolled in that class. They last year took the counterterrorism course. These 7 students, who are third-year law students, work with me on creating the mini simulations, work with me on creating the simulation exercise. They've had extensive study in creating educational models, how to rate, how to assess, and how to, maybe most importantly of all, how to provide feedback to students, which I would think from a student perspective is absolutely an extraordinary experience. There's no doubt from my mind that both opportunities, the simulation design course and the counterterrorism course, provide and present for students here at the S.J. Quinney College of Law, University of Utah, an extraordinary, unique pedagogical experience. They are frankly on the cutting edge of experiential learning.